Have you ever wondered what would happen if a high school jock and a brilliant nuclear physicist were forced to share one body? Well, DC Comics answered that question in the most explosive way possible with the creation of Firestorm, the Nuclear Man. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're diving deep into the fiery origins and complex legacy of one of DC's most unique and powerful heroes. It all started with a catastrophic accident. Picture this. High school student Ronnie Raymond and Nobel Prize-winning physicist Martin Stein are caught in a nuclear explosion at a facility designed by Stein himself. Instead of being vaporized, they're fused together by a mysterious force called the Firestorm Matrix. The result? Ronnie becomes the physical form of Firestorm, a hero with a flaming head and the power to transmute matter. But he's not alone. Professor Stein exists as a disembodied voice in his mind, a conscience and a scientific guide. Talk about an odd couple. This dual identity is what makes Firestorm so compelling. You have Ronnie, the impulsive, emotional teenager, controlling the body and the raw power. Then you have Stein, the calm, logical intellectual, providing the scientific know-how to actually use those powers effectively. Firestorm can literally rearrange the atomic and subatomic structure of any inorganic matter. Want to turn a brick wall into a giant marshmallow? He can do that. Need to solidify the air to catch falling debris? No problem. He can also fly, phase through solid objects, and project powerful energy blasts. His only major weakness? He can't affect organic matter, which is probably a good thing for everyone around him. Imagine being a teenager trying to navigate high school drama while also having a world-renowned scientist living in your head, constantly critiquing your choices. That's Ronnie's daily struggle. Their initial relationship was anything but smooth. Ronnie just wanted to be a hero and, let's be honest, impress his crush. Stein, on the other hand, was horrified by their situation and often saw Ronnie's heroics as reckless. Their constant bickering and internal debates became a hallmark of the character. It was this perfect blend of teenage angst and scientific exposition that made their comics so much fun to read. One minute, Firestorm is battling a supervillain, and the next, Ronnie is getting a lecture from Stein about molecular chemistry. But their journey wasn't just about fighting bad guys. It was about two completely different individuals learning to trust each other and work as a single cohesive unit. They had to confront profound questions about identity. Who was really in control? Were they one person or two? This internal conflict was often more challenging than any external threat they faced. Over time, their dynamic evolved from a forced partnership into a genuine bond, almost like a father-son relationship. Ronnie's impulsiveness was tempered by Stein's wisdom, and Stein's rigid, academic view of the world was softened by Ronnie's compassion and youthful energy. Together, they became a hero greater than the sum of their parts. Firestorm quickly rose through the ranks of the DC Universe, even becoming a member of the Justice League. This put him on the front lines against universe-ending threats, from cosmic tyrants to reality-warping crises. His powers proved to be incredibly versatile and invaluable to the team. Think about it. A hero who can create anything he can imagine, limited only by his scientific understanding, is a huge asset. He could generate kryptonite to help subdue a rogue Superman, or create complex machinery on the fly to solve a problem. His time with the League forced Ronnie and Stein to mature rapidly, pushing the limits of their abilities and their partnership. They were no longer just a local hero. They were protecting the entire planet. However, the Firestorm Matrix is a complex and sometimes volatile power source. Over the years, the mantle of Firestorm has been passed to others. After a tragic event, a new student named Jason Rusch became the dominant host of the Firestorm Matrix. Unlike Ronnie, Jason had to actively seek out a partner to merge with, leading to a series of temporary fusions, including with his best friend, his girlfriend, and eventually, even a returning Martin Stein. This introduced a new dynamic to the character, exploring how the Firestorm persona changes depending on who is part of the fusion. For a time, Jason and Ronnie even shared the Matrix, coexisting as two separate Firestorms, which was as chaotic and awesome as it sounds. Each incarnation brought a new perspective to the hero. Jason's story focused more on the responsibility and the burden of such immense power, especially for a young man trying to find his place in the world. The constant search for a stable partner highlighted the inherent need for connection and synergy that is at the core of Firestorm's identity. This evolution shows that Firestorm isn't just one person. It's a concept, a legacy. It's the idea that true strength comes from unity, from combining different strengths and perspectives to create something new and powerful. The science behind Firestorm is, of course, comic book science, but it's rooted in real theoretical concepts. The idea of transmuting elements isn't entirely fantasy. It's the ancient dream of alchemy brought into the nuclear age. The Firestorm matrix is essentially a portable particle accelerator, allowing its host to manipulate matter at the most fundamental level. Professor Stein's role is crucial here. Without his scientific genius, Firestorm would be a raw, uncontrolled force. It's Stein who understands the atomic numbers, the molecular bonds, and the energy requirements to safely and effectively change one substance into another. This adds a layer of intellectual depth to the character that you don't always see in mainstream comics. It's not just about punching harder, it's about thinking smarter. So, what is Firestorm's lasting legacy? He represents the incredible potential that lies in collaboration. He is the ultimate proof that emotion and logic, youth and experience don't have to be opposing forces. When brought together, they can create a hero who is both incredibly powerful and deeply human. Firestorm's story is a continuous exploration of identity, responsibility, and the complex nature of partnership. He is a walking, talking, flame-headed reminder that we are often stronger together than we are alone. From his explosive origins to his ever-evolving identity, Firestorm remains one of DC's most fascinating and scientifically creative characters. He is a testament to the idea that sometimes the most unlikely fusions create the most brilliant sparks. What do you think of Firestorm? Who is your favorite version of the character, Ronnie or Jason? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.